Tired of fumbling to delete slides in Gamma AI? Here's the exact two-click method to clean up your deck instantly. So here's the thing. You've been working on your presentation, and everything is going great, until you realize you have a slide that just doesn't belong. Maybe it's a duplicate, maybe it's an old draft, or maybe it's just a placeholder you don't need anymore. And you look at the interface, and the delete button is nowhere to be found. You're clicking around the toolbar, checking the top menu, maybe even trying to swipe it away. Nothing. It's frustrating, right? Well, the answer is simpler than you think. Just 2 steps. Right-click the slide, then click Delete. Let's walk through it. Now, let me show you exactly how this works. And I promise, once you see it, you're going to feel a little silly at how easy it actually is. But don't worry. This is one of the most common questions I get about Gamma, because the option is hidden in a place you wouldn't naturally look. All right, so first things first, open up your Gamma presentation. It doesn't matter if you're in edit mode or view mode, because this works the same way in both. Take a look at the left-hand sidebar, where all your slides are listed in order. That's your slide deck overview. Now, find the slide you want to remove. Maybe it's slide 4 out of 10. Or maybe it's the very last slide you don't need anymore. Here's the key move. You need to right-click directly on that slide thumbnail. Not on the main canvas area where you're editing content, but on the small version of the slide in that left sidebar. Now, I know it sounds simple, and it really is, but this is the step that trips most people up. A lot of us are used to looking for a trash can icon or a menu button somewhere in the toolbar. But Gamma keeps the delete option tucked away in this right-click context menu. It's actually a really clean design choice once you know where it is, but until someone shows you, it's almost invisible. When you right-click, a small menu pops up right next to your cursor, and this is where the magic happens. You'll see a few options in that menu. There's probably duplicate, there might be copy, and there might be something about exporting just that slide. But what we care about is near the bottom of that list. You should see a red option that says Delete. Just click on it. And that's it. The slide vanishes instantly. No confirmation pop-up, no asking if you're sure, just immediate deletion. So make sure you're clicking the right slide before you do this, because there is no undo button for this specific action. Well, actually, there is a keyboard shortcut for undo if you're quick about it. Control-Z on Windows or Command-Z on a Mac. But it's better to double-check which slide you've selected before you right-click. Now, here's something that catches people off guard sometimes. If you're working on a shared presentation with a team, deleting a slide is permanent for everyone. So if you accidentally delete a slide that a colleague was working on, you might want to undo it right away before they notice. But for most of us working on our own decks, this is a perfectly safe and straightforward process. And here's the really important part. This method works for every single slide in your presentation. It doesn't matter if it's the title slide, the last slide, or somewhere in the middle. You can delete slides one at a time, or you can hold down the Control key on Windows or the Command key on Mac, click multiple slides to select them, and then right-click any one of them to delete them all at once. That's a time saver if you're cleaning out a bunch of old placeholder slides. So now that you know the secret, you'll never have to hunt for that delete button again. From frustrated with extra slides to confidently removing any slide in seconds. And the best part is, once you've used this once, it becomes second nature. Right-click, delete. Right-click, delete. It's that fast. One quick tip before I let you go. If you're on a laptop and you don't have a dedicated right-click button on your trackpad, you can usually do a 2-finger tap or hold down the Control key and then click. Every operating system handles this slightly differently, but the end result is the same. That context menu will pop up and delete will be waiting for you. So go ahead and give it a try. Open up that presentation you've been working on, clean out the clutter, and enjoy your streamlined deck. If this helped you out, I'd love to know. Share this with a friend who's been struggling with the same problem, because trust me, you're not the only one who is stumped by this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.